everyone, and welcome back to the End of Kerbal Space Program, a series in which I endeavor to find the endgame in KSP. As per usual, we are in CCAN adding a mod. And this week's mod will be Automated Screenshots and Saves. Also, Kerbal Inventory System has an update. Okay, so we're doing part 2 of the Science Mining of the Moon mission. I believe I had an actual name for that. Let's check and see if there's any contracts. Position satellite in a polar orbit of the Mun. I think that probably would take too much. Delta V. Position satellite in polar orbit. Oh, there's 2 of them. That's an inclination of 90. They're both inclination of 90. We could get both of those. Yeah, let's go ahead and take both of these. Wait, what does it say? Build a new unmanned probe. Has an antenna, can generate power, reach the designated polar orbit around the Mun within a reasonable deviation, maintain stability for 10 seconds. Have materials bay. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so we need connector ports, so we don't have to dock something on top of the ship that's already on the moon. But I really wanted, where is it? Command pod. And we need the connectors. Okay. 2.6 science. Alright, now to build a craft that has a materials bay, that can go into a polar orbit and then land and still have enough fuel to refuel the ship that we have on the surface, and probably provide an bit of extra resources. I wonder, let's check on everything here and make sure that it's all there. Okay, so we are missing things. Yeah, it looks like we're missing a solar panel, 2 of the experiments, and the little port thing. We're probably going to need more of those. Alright, I am going to get to designing that. Okay, before we get started off on this mission, I want to set up the auto screenshot and saves. So interval, 5 seconds is probably fine. Don't want to convert to JPEG. Supersized image, I don't know what that means. Screenshot after scene change. After special event. Use Blizzy toolbar available. Activation key. Is that turning it on and off? Okay, so F6. No GUI on screenshot. GUI on screenshot, so I'll do both of those. Pre-crash. Do want a pre-crash, and I want it 2 seconds. Altitude limit 10. Screenshot interval. Oh, there's intervals. Okay, so yeah, 5 seconds. And 25 is fine. Automatic save, control F6, minutes between save. Yeah, leave it at 5. Save format, rotate, CNT. Max save files 15. Autosave on at game start. Yes. So I believe that icon is supposed to change. F6 and control F6. There we go. Okay, we're ready. Alright, now with our capture burn complete, we can fix our relative inclination to the orbit that we're trying to get into, and we do that farthest away from the orbiting body because we want to be going as slow as possible so we don't have to use that much delta V. Okay, now with that contract complete, we need to get into this other orbit, which is actually going the opposite way that we are. So 180 degree burn at 744 meters per second is what this is going to be. Here we go. See, the difference in relative inclination between these two orbits is a lot smaller than it was last time, yet we're up at 102 meters per second, where before I think it was like around 30, 32, something like that. Okay, that's contract complete for that one. No science, but we did get some money. We need money. There's our target coming up on the horizon here. We'll go a little bit farther. Right about there. And what we want to do is take our retrograde marker and put it with the the retrograde target. I don't know what that symbol specifically means. But basically, we need to line those two things up. Oh, I forgot to account for gravity. Oops. Okay, let's ditch that. And then like this one. Get away from the ground. Still 4 kilometers out, but I'm not trying to suicide burn here. Notice how I didn't put landing gear on this. Not quite there. Just want to get that as much under us as possible. Is that like a lot smaller than we are? It is, isn't it? Whoa! Oh, don't tip over. Okay, good, it's not going to. Whoa! Actually, yeah, we want it to tip over, don't we? That direction is fine, yeah. Just not too quickly. Perfect. And then we can roll if we need to. Can we roll? Yeah, we can roll. So it turns out we need an engineer to install the pipes to transfer the fuel. So we have Bill in the cockpit of the Moon Lander Vehicle Mark II. I did want to fix one thing. I don't like how it turns off the HUD every 5 seconds. So no GUI on screen. And then we're going to... Or what is it? No, it's KSSM Mark II. And I'm going to change this to 10. Max file size 15. Okay. Then let me turn that off and then turn both of them on. Okay. All right, we're ready to launch. All right, hopefully this is the last time we have to land at this specific location. I'm gonna go ahead and line up our markers a little bit better here. There goes that stage. Is that? That is it, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's on the other side of the horizon. Oops. Okay, our thrust to weight ratio is going to go down when we stage, which we should probably do now. So with this design, I did 2 things. Bigger tank, smaller engine. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and then I balanced it out with the storage lockers, because I thought that was creating an imbalance in the payload. It seemed like it was. And that seems to be fixed now, so that's good. What did we touch down? I can't tell. Is that ground? Yeah, that's ground. So smooth. The landing was so smooth I couldn't tell that I landed. Of course, the ground is black. Next time, lights. All right, so let's get Bill out. And can we access the inventory and his inventory? And we need to take, what do we need to take? I think this thing is one of the things that disappeared, and we'll take all of these and the wrench from that side, and screwdriver. And then I think that was the other one that disappeared. I don't think I can take the goo. Oh, I can. I don't think I need solar panels. I might, though. Alright. RCS on. What? Oh, am I being weighed down by the... I bet that's what it is. That sun is really bright. Alright, I think I'm gonna fast forward to the daytime and bring you guys back when I have everything set up. Alright, I'll see you then. Okay, so I got the science part set up, but I wanted to do something first. Go into inventory here and transfer this fuel. So if I take this and hold H, I'm going to attach that there, and then take this one, hold H, and attach that there, then I can link to there, and Alright, so now we have this big rocket sitting next to our base. Oh, but we do have one last thing that we need to do to it. I have her put a goo canister on the side. Can I not attach? Oh, that's right, I can't attach without the tool. There's Bill. So he needs to grab this and attach it here. Oh wait, can I control it? Oh, I can do this. Okay, that works. Okay, that's 21 science. We'll keep that, and then we'll observe Science Junior. Keep that. And now we can go back to Bill, and then he can collect data, remove, and then collect data, remove. Okay, so that's on him now, and then when we go back to the station will process that and give us more science, hopefully. I think that's the way that it works. I haven't actually done this before. Okay, so our science set up in same way with the linking things. We just had to put one of these, whatever they're called, the linking adapters on each of the experiments, and one on our control unit, which has the solar panels. And I put a battery on there, but I'm not sure that it works. So we can activate this and begin all experiments. Question mark. Okay, so that's 18 days, 18 hours. So that's probably what it is. I have to calibrate each of them individually, and then I can start all experiments. Let's get rid of this big rocket sitting here, so we don't need this. 12 was a bit too fast. There we go. Well, I'll just keep going faster then. Let's burn down just so we don't make it into orbit or anything. There's orbit. Glitch, glitch, glitch. That is going to be forever in orbit. Oh no, it's going to come back down. Okay, good. Over there. Alright, now I can switch to. Please still be in one piece and don't like glitch all over the place. Is it okay? It's okay. Woohoo! Okay, that's good. How's the electric charge? Is good. Alright, now to time warp. So as you can see, the completion amount, the ion detector here is 70% complete, sometimes switches to calibration. And that's because every now and then they need to be recalibrated by a scientist. This is 75% calibrated. Okay, so this is among lowlands. Good. So this is per biome. So we'll get to do this once each biome. Unfortunately, I can't recalibrate it. Maybe that's because she's not a high enough level. This is calibration level 75. Let's try making laser measurement. Keep that. Oh, oops. Data collected 75%, so maybe we can get another 25% from that. That one's still going. This one, recalibrate, that's already at 100%. So if I observe, it's already got 100% of the data. Okay. I'll let Bill take that because we're gonna be sending him up to the station. Although I think Valentino might need to. I think we might just take both of them back and then rebuild a craft that I can ferry both of them around it. So yeah, I can't recalibrate this one either. If I measure solar wind, it says 8 days and 8 hours. One thing that I was wanting to do is plant a flag because we have a contract. What's this? Accomplish our first space program, have attached contributions from numerous organizations. Okay, sure. Plant a flag. That's what we need to do. So let's go over here and have Valentina plant a flag. First steps. We came, we saw, we needed rescue. P.S. We did science. We got 121,000 funds for the planting a flag. That seems a bit excessive, but also 13 reputation. No science, unfortunately. Small problem, it seems that the laser rangefinder data can't be stored. I'm hoping that it's just full, because I do have 7 in there. So I'm gonna check the other capsule. Okay, good, that did work. I can take and store it from there. So it looks like both of these are going to the station anyways. So I'm not quite understanding how the mobile processing lab works. I think it's, I give it data and then that increases the rate, like per day that it gets science until it reaches a certain amount. In this case, 500. I thought that was more last time that I looked at it. But apparently it's accrued 1.5. And I'm assuming that's because of where it's at. And then if I land it, maybe that'd be a different place. Or if I put it in a different orbit, maybe a high orbit or something, that'd be a different place. I should probably research this. But I've given it that research, or I've given it the science from the Science Junior, which, do I need to clean that out? I think I cleaned that out once. Observed Materials Bay. And then, so I'm not able to do that anymore, but I didn't get the 300 science that it said that I would get from it. I think that's going to be it for this mission right now. We're going to undock here and return Bill and Valentina to Kerbal along with our science canister. And that will be the end of the episode. So thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Woohoo, science!